What's up, everyone? It's DSP with another channel update. I haven't done one in a while, so I just wanted to touch base with everyone, let everyone know, how things are going, what's been going on, and what to expect. First of all, I just want to direct everyone again to my Twitter page, which is They Call Me DSP. It's just twitter.com, / They Call Me DSP. A lot of people ask me updates all the time. Oh, what are you doing today? What's the status of what you're playing today? What's going on? I've been updating that daily with my plans of what I'm going to be doing each day. In fact, some stuff happened this week. There was a reason I couldn't play some games, and I put it up there so people knew not to expect videos that day. So if you want updates on what's going on, if anything changes or anything like that day to day, the Twitter page is a good place to go. Besides that, if you haven't already seen it, for the rest of the games I'm going to be playing in 2010, check out my final 2010 games release list video, which is in my favorites, I believe, on this page. I don't even remember. But it's definitely on my favorites on the Dark Side Phil and on the DSP Gaming pages, so go check that out. Besides that, there's been a lot going on, I guess I could say, especially since, the beginning of September. Actually, probably since mid-August, a lot of new games have been coming out, and I've been playing them pretty much once a week. There's been a major release. This past week, I've been heavily focusing on Sony Move and Halo Reach. So between those two, I've kept myself busy beating the campaign of Halo Reach on DSP Gaming, and now I'm exploring the different multiplayer modes, and also when I have time, making those Sony Move videos for you. An update on that, I do have a lot more to do. I still have the Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest game to try out. I still have the Racket Sports game, and also the Kung Fu, whatever the fuck the name of it was, Kung Fu butt fucking or whatever. But I haven't had a chance to play them because, like I said in some of those videos, if you've been watching them and enjoying them, it takes a long time for me to make them because I do picture-in-picture. I record myself on the couch doing the motions and then actually the gameplay footage, and it takes 3 times as long to put one of those videos up than me just playing the game, because once it's done, I have to take the 2 video feeds, I have to superimpose one over the other, make sure that they're the right timing, then I have to encode the video, and it takes up to 40 minutes to encode just one of those videos. So think about that. Compare that 15 minutes to just record a video to 40 minutes to encode it to do the picture-in-picture. It takes a hell of a lot longer to do it. In fact, I was batching it up, and what was happening was, like, for example, I would play for 2.5 hours, and then I'd spend the next 6 hours editing the videos on and off. Obviously, I'm not sitting here just waiting for it to encode. I'm doing other stuff, so it's not a waste of time, but it takes a lot of time to do it. And so this week, really, I haven't had an opportunity to play much Move, simply because I knew if I even recorded it, I wouldn't have enough time to encode it. So what I'm thinking of doing is this upcoming weekend, I would focus on trying the Aragorn's Quest game, and maybe if I had time, 1 or 2 of the other games that I have left that I haven't played yet. And to answer everyone's question, yes, I am going to download the Heavy Rain demo, which I heard is now enabled with the motion controls. I don't have Heavy Rain anymore. Once the announcement was made that they would not be making any more DLC because they were making it compatible with the motion controls, I traded the game in and got a lot of money for it too, so it was worth it. And so I don't have the full game to play. I don't want to replay the entire game with motion controls anyway. It's just a gimmick. But just for the sake of argument, I am re-downloading the demo to try it out and see how it does affect the gameplay. So I'm going to probably be doing that a lot this weekend. Besides that, Halo Reach, I am still playing it. Actually, I did try Firefight last night, and I also tried Team Arena last night. But I only got to play for maybe like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then a giant thunderstorm came through here and knocked out my power temporarily, and then when the power went back on, my internet, my cable, and my phone was out all night. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to really play much at all, and I didn't have an opportunity to upload the footage because the internet was out. So last night was a bust, and so I really haven't been able to do a lot of gaming footage this week anyway. But I'm hoping tomorrow night, I'm going to probably try some Sony Move. If not, I'll be doing some Halo Reach. Another question people have asked me is, what about Death Spank? Because I basically went about 3/4 through the game, haven't beaten it yet, and now apparently there's an expansion out for it already. Well, people are you going to play the expansion, Phil? Well, obviously I'm not going to play the expansion until I beat the original game. So we're going to see what happens, how much time I have, and if I do get to beat the original game, between Sony Move, between Halo, between everything else, because keep in mind, coming out on Tuesday, Dead Rising 2, which a lot of people want to see me play as well. Now, I have a really weird question, and maybe you can answer it for me, but I just found out that Dead Rising 2 is coming out in like Australia and Europe and these other international areas before the USA. And my question is, isn't that a little weird? Because I could have sworn that USA was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, gaming markets in the world. Maybe outside of Japan, and of course when I say outside of Japan, I mean only the Japanese localized games like Final Fantasy and things like that. Those games usually sell more in Japan than anywhere else in the world, but I'm finding it really weird that, you know, in the US this game is being released, you know, later on than the rest of the world. But I don't know, maybe it's some weird deal or something going on I'm not aware of, I don't know. But anyway, I'll be playing that on Tuesday, and besides that, not a lot going on. I hope a lot of you have been following John Rambo on his page, John Rambo Presents on YouTube. He is completing his trip of Japan. In fact, I think he's on his way back now if he hasn't arrived back already. I haven't heard from him because I'm sure if he's back he's sleeping. Probably sleeping for like 3 days straight because of the lag there. But for updates on what happened, he actually was able to take a lot of videos during his trip to Japan. Not only of, you know, tourism and stuff like that, but he also was able to sneak in the videos of Team USA playing in Super Turbo at the SBO tournament. So check that out on his page, John Rambo Presents. It's all up there, and you'll get to find out how he did and things like that. I'm hoping to hear from him. Maybe we can get him in here this weekend and maybe talk a little bit about it and his experiences, and maybe do some gameplay, because a lot of people have said, gee Phil, we really liked you playing that game, what was it, Start the Party, but it's more of a party game. You really need more than one person to play it. So maybe I could get John and a couple other people in here and we could play it together. That might be a cool thing to do. Outside of that, what else has been going on? Well, a lot of people have been, I've made 2 videos now of me, you know, cooking with the king, which pretty much were made, you know, they are serious. It's, you know, it's breakfast recipes basically, but they're really quick things that I whip up. It's not like anything extensive. It's very, very basics of breakfast. You know, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, or, you know, scrambled eggs with sausage. But actually, I've had massive positive feedback from those videos, which is funny. You know, I kind of did it, the first one as a joke, but people are enjoying it. So I might keep up with it. In fact, tonight I'm pretty hungry. I might whip up something a little bit later, and I might make a video of that. It might be a little bit more extensive because it'll be a dinner as opposed to, you know, a breakfast, but maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But outside of that, pretty much, besides that, the only other stuff that's going on is that because I didn't go to Japan, I actually had a little bit of excess funds that I had saved up to go to Japan. I was like, well, what am I going to do with it? And I thought about it a little bit. And maybe you've seen a little bit of that because as I did a video a couple weeks ago, I was sitting on my new ottoman where I'm storing all my Street Fighter joysticks. Well, I've done a little bit of more renovations. Actually, for the first time since I've actually lived here, which has been over a year now, I've actually did some decorating to the condo. I bought a couple models and statues and things to kind of hang around here. I actually redid my bedroom. I bought a new computer desk and all kinds of stuff for that. And I don't know, if people are interested, I might do a video of something like that. It'll be quick, you know, it'll be a quick 15-minute walkthrough of what I've done. Because I did make a video when I first moved in, and a lot of people liked that video, and a lot of people have actually sent me messages saying, gee Phil, between then and now, what's changed? You know, have you upgraded anything? Have you done any work to the place? And the answer is really no. This past year I didn't do a lot, and then finally I kind of got an opportunity because I had a little bit of this money saved up to that I was going to go to Japan with, and instead I used it to renovate some stuff here and upgrade, basically, upgrade the condo. So I might do a video about that. But besides that, nothing much else going on. Stay tuned because every week, like I said, there's going to be a major release. This week coming up, there's Dead Rising 2. The week after that, I believe, is NBA Jam, which is going to be huge, especially if it has online play. I'm going to be fucking playing that nonstop. I love NBA Jam, always have. And then after that, you get basically those 3 crazy fucking weeks in October where there's multiple releases on every day. Like, I think the week after that is Medal of Honor and Quantum Theory. The week after that is Fallout New Vegas and Vanquish. The week after that is a triple release of Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, Fable 3, and Splatterhouse. And it just keeps going from there. I mean, every week there's a major release. Actually, some weeks, multiple major releases all the way into December. I think the one update to the calendar that I'm not going to do a full update for it, but I just heard that Little Big Planet 2 is probably going to get pushed out of November as it was originally scheduled and go to 2011. But to take its place, it's going to be Epic Mickey at the end of November. which someone said November 30th, which is the last Tuesday of November, would make sense. That would be awesome, because it really would be the last major release of 2010, and how else, how better to end the year than with a game that everyone's highly anticipating, everyone wants to see if it's worthy, if it's a kiddie game, or if it really turns out to be an epic game. It'll be my second official Wii playthrough. Well, actually, let me take that back, because if I get NBA Jam and Condo it too, I may play some other games on Wii, but it'll probably be the biggest Wii playthrough that I do all year, because it's such a highly anticipated game. So that would be cool if it does turn out that way. And that would be cool too, because maybe it'll make my top 10 best games of the year, or maybe it won't, depending on how it comes out. Maybe it'll be a sleeper hit, maybe it'll be a surprise, who knows. But I think a lot of people are anticipating it, and they want to see it, and so I want to be able to, show everyone what that's like. Now, pretty much that's it. I guess the last thing I can say is, I did a couple weeks ago spend several hours taking all of my new logos, all the art and fan art that my fans have given me over the past year, and I made new merchandise. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. There's lots of stuff behind me, as you can see. I'm sure well, product placement, right? But, just to see, this is what it looks like, and up there actually in the corner is a giant clock that I bought. I needed a clock for the condo, and so I bought a giant clock of the Hateful Truth that I put up in the corner there in the kitchen. There's other stuff all around here too, so maybe if I do that video of like the condo tour, you'll see more of it. But what I'm actually working on doing, like this logo was fine, but I was kind of disappointed in that the DSP logo, the picture of me that says hate, because for some reason when I went on Cafe Press, it was really small and I couldn't get it to come out any bigger. So I actually asked the person who had made me that piece of art if they could maybe blow it up, and he did, but now it has these weird blocky borders on the edges. I'm going to see if he can trim those down a little bit, and if he fixes that, I'm going to maybe get a better shirt for that, because I know some people asked me for that logo shirt, and then when I put it up on Cafe Press, some people messaged me back and said, actually Phil, it's a little bit too, the logo we think is too small, can you bulk it up? So I'm going to see what I can do about that. But anyway, just so everyone knows, no one's really been buying anything off of my Cafe Press website. In fact, that John Rambo t-shirt, I'm rooting for Rambo, that was fan created, that I was going to make all proceeds go to donations to John's trip. No one bought that shirt, not one person. And in fact, no one's really been buying anything besides, actually, I take it back, 2 people actually bought my beer stein after I showed it because they liked it so much. They thought it looked really cool. And I'm still using it. Look, there's actually water in it right now. I'm still using that all the time. I think it's awesome. It's a really cool thing to have to just, have drinks in. But besides that, not really much action on Cafe Press. But again, I'm only making it for you guys. If you're not interested or whatever, and if that's your feedback too, and let's say by December, it's not a big deal. If I don't sell anything, I just, I'll know not to put any time into it anymore, which is fine with me. It was a couple hours to get this stuff together. I appreciate the fans who did put the art and the logos together, and this was something that was asked of me last year. Fans came to me and said, Phil, why didn't you, have any merchandise or anything around Christmas? We were all interested, and there was nothing to buy really from your site. So this was a way for me to kind of do fan service and give you guys an opportunity. So I did go on there, and now unfortunately it doesn't look like many people are interested. So that's fine. We'll see what happens up through the holidays and Christmas, and we'll judge, based off of that. But anyway, if you are interested, the address, you go to cafepress.com, which is CAFEPRESS.com, and /DarksidePhil, my name, and that is my shop. One other thing that I want to quickly, very, very quickly address, and then that'll be enough for now. A lot of people, and I mean not a lot, alright, almost everyone fucking contacted me a couple weeks ago about, I guess, when I did my last DSP inbox video, I had some words about Machinima, my experience with them, why I didn't sign a contract with them, and also I did say a couple other things that, for example, I said I wasn't aware, I didn't believe that Machinima was, people that signed with them, that Machinima would try to make their main channels on YouTube partner channels. And the reason that I said that is because when they were trying to get me to sign, they never mentioned that to me. They never said that if I signed with them that they would help me to get my main DarksidePhil channel to become a partner channel on YouTube. Well, apparently I pissed someone off. As you know, Hutch, who is pretty much the #1 guy over at Machinima, he's the guy who made a lot of videos for them, made them a lot of money, ended up becoming popular, and because of that they actually made him a full-time employee of the company. He moved out to California to work for them full-time. He put up a couple hate videos about me, basically, you know, shit talking about me, saying I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't understand how that company makes money, and I shouldn't be talking out of my ass. And then he took it too far, and he started insulting me, calling me a diva, and all kinds of shit like that. And I was getting, bombarded with messages from all my viewers of, Phil, he's doing this, what are you going to do about it, are you going to respond, blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out, a day or two later, he took all the videos down that were shit talking about me, and then apparently he put up a video where he apologized. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm used to being hated on. I've been hated on my whole life, and it's no big thing for me. Whether it's internet nobody or it's people who are notable. The same kind of thing happened in the Street Fighter community when I was in that community. You know, I speak from the heart. I speak the truth. Everything I say is very honest. And so, you know, when I talk about machinima, I may say some things that upset people. When I talk about some things that happen at Shoryuken.com or the Street Fighter community, it might upset some people. And so you're going to have people who like me, and you're going to have people who hate me. I'm used to it. So for me, no, I didn't have any amazing reaction to the fact that this guy who, number one, I had never, ever mentioned in a video, ever. I'm sure I know about him, but I'm not going to just talk about him randomly in a video for no reason, or hate on him for no reason. And number two, you know, I really don't think I deserved this kind of shit talk that he was saying about me. A lot of it was being untrue, like me being diva-ish, which wasn't the case. It was actually Machinima trying to recruit me to make videos for them, and they wanted my playthrough videos. They wanted me to create 100 videos per game, but then they didn't want to work with me when I told them it was way too much work to video edit all of those videos. So anyway, bottom line is this. Not a big deal. I'm used to the hate. And I'm above all this, you know. I don't need to drop everything to make special announcement videos that someone's hating on me and to start some kind of an internet war. I'm a mature adult, and I don't care. So people can talk shit all they want, and, you know, they can have their fans come attack me because it was hilarious. On my pages, first of all, the reason no one really saw the attacks is because I'm very smart, and I set up my pages so that not everyone can just spam the shit out of it and say whatever they want. But basically, his viewers, because he talked shit about me, came on my videos and started talking shit. Said, why did you attack Hutch? Why are you talking shit about Hutch? Well, bottom line is I never did. I never even mentioned his name in a video. He talked shit about me, and then his fans, because they're all, you know, immature 5-year-olds, assumed that I was talking shit about him, went to his page, or went to my pages and tried to crap all over him. They did sneak a little bit in on some of the video comments, because, and of course it doesn't belong there. The videos that they commented on had absolutely nothing to do with me talking about Machinima or Hutch, but they tried to shit all over my certain videos. But my fans knew better. They fucking marked them as spam, and no one, you know, knew the wiser. So not a big deal, and it is what it is. Like I said, I'm used to being shit on. I'm above it. I'm not gonna, you know, make any kind of official response saying you know, I'm upset or anything, because I'm not. I don't care. I was busy. I'm busy making videos, you know what I mean? I'm not going to drop what I'm doing in the middle of this busy gaming season to address some guy who wants to just, you know, try to shit all over me without any kind of really anything being warranted. If anything, the one thing that I might have misspoke on was saying that Machinima doesn't help, you know, someone who they sign to make their channel become a partner channel on YouTube. And again, they never mentioned that to me, that they were going to do that, so why would I even know that or think that? Hutch went on to say that, oh, I was lying about how Machinima makes money and all that. I never talked about how Machinima makes money. All I said is they have ads on their videos and you click on them and they make money. That's true. Duh. So I don't know what he's talking about. He even went on to try to, I believe he even put the formula on of how people get paid, which I thought was against company policy. I don't know how this guy works for the company and can disclose that kind of information, but whatever. Again, I don't care. I don't work for them. I'm never going to work for them unless they're going to work with me, which they've absolutely refused to do because I'm different than all the other people that they've signed. They don't want to hear it. So fine. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to, you know, give my honest experience, which is exactly what I did. So if they don't like it, tough shit. Fuck you. Maybe you should have worked with me, and, you know, that's it. And maybe you should control your employees to not come out and try to talk shit about me when really it's unwarranted, untrue, and it just makes your company look even worse. So, whatever. Get over it. I've been over it. I didn't even care about it when it happened to begin with. I still don't care about it. I just felt like I should say something because so many people at this point have now contacted me. I didn't want it to come into some epidemic or something, or have this guy keep mentioning me in video after video, which now I think he's made 3 videos about it. Enough. So, let's all move on. I'm not going to mention it again. I've got plenty of games to play. I've got plenty to do around here. And that's that. It's just not on my radar, and I'm above it. Period. So that's it. I'm DSP. Hope that there was an informative channel update. Coming up, I may do a cooking video. I may not. I don't know. I may do a condo tour. I may not. I don't know. But at least this weekend, you know what to expect. Some more move videos. And if I have time, here and there, I'll squeeze in some more Halo Reach. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.